All right, welcome back, everybody. May the Most High bless you. I pray everybody is having a beautiful, blessed weekend as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all the praise. Happy Thanksgiving. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I know it's next week, next Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving. But I mean happy National Day of Mourning. I'm about to say some things in this video some people have never heard before. And then some people have heard. Because while you saying happy Thanksgiving, there are the natives who are really mourning. They're grieving over what happened. And what you call thankful or Thanksgiving Day is not all that for them. I know the football games is coming on. I know everybody going out getting their steroid turkeys and ham and dressing and desserts, the whole 9 yards. So I'm using the title Happy Thanksgiving, but catch what I'm really saying in this video. Y'all, when you eating and chilling with your family this time of year, do you really sit back, or have you ever studied on what really happened on Thanksgiving Day? I just want to give you a little history in this video. And if you want to get mad and reject the truth, hey, I love you anyway. But it might be somebody looking at this video that might say, well, JT, I never knew this, or I needed to hear this, or oh, tell me more, JT, where did you get this from? Because to sit up and play a part of stuff that you never know nothing about, you're going to continue to live that way. And then you will install it in your kids. Sad to say, the children probably ain't going to never know the truth about a lot of things right now, y'all. So again, I say happy Thanksgiving, but happy National Day of Mourning for most. This is a national day of mourning for a lot of people, because this is also a murder day. I want y'all to Facebook this video. To the ones who will be grieving and crying of what really happened, my heart goes out to you. My prayers are with you. I think about you. I don't just do like the majority of people and be caught up on eating and getting fat and lazy and all this stuff. I think about what really happened, and it's disgusting, it's sad, it's terrible. And how can it be overlooked? I can't overlook it. The National Day of Mourning for most. What America has done and lied and covered up is just a shame, y'all. The history that they want us to accept that they told us is just a shame. What the Europeans done to the Indians is unexplainable. It hurts to talk about. It does. But then a lot of people say the Indians wasn't all that good either. But see, I'm not doing this video. I'm not here to tell you who was all that good and who was all that bad, but to say that to those who are mourning, my prayers are with you, because it's bad people in every race. Don't care what color it is. And what you think Thanksgiving Day is all about, it's not really what it's all about. It's so far away from the truth, my brothers and sisters, because the lies that they tell you, especially what's going on in these public schools, these lies, their way of history, don't believe it for 1 second. This land was took, and what happened that came along with it was no joke. The slaughter, the murder, the rape. The majority of Christians have had the wrong information put in them for years. And not just Christians. And when you put something in your heart and you agree with it and you keep saying because that's what mama said and daddy said, or we've been doing this because it's a tradition, you will never accept truth until you come out of lies. You can't accept it because you won't allow yourself to accept it. And then you got the nerve to say, I know what's real in my heart, brother. I feel it in my heart. I know what's real, but you ain't never studied. How do you know what's real? And if you got the wrong thing taught to you, and it's in your heart, what does that say about your heart? You keep rejecting truth, and you want to pass them lies on down to your children, and then you still going to have another generation of lies, a generation of fake stuff. I'm telling the truth, y'all. And you wonder why we stay confused and messed up? The Indians don't look at this as Thanksgiving. Y'all, the natives, this is a sad day for them. See, why the Americans going to be celebrating so hard and partying and getting drunk and hoeing around and all this stuff and really going to act a fool because Black Friday is coming before that. Those natives are weeping the memories that they have. See, we living in a country where most people won't look at facts, but they look at lies. They love it. Our father said this people was going to perish for the lack of knowledge, y'all. The ones who are mourning, they know what happened. Once again, the rape, the murder, the stealing, the beheading, the kidnapping, the lies, the day of evil. They wouldn't dare celebrate Thanksgiving. Why? Because what is that to them? And I got some close ones to me who get real sad around this day because they know what happened. And they can't stand the fact to see people sitting around the table celebrating when they don't have their people. They lost them. Y'all, can you blame them for when they get mad at Thanksgiving? I can't. The Europeans slaughtered them. Slaughtered the Indians, y'all. You know, they feed you this lie. I was fed this same lie in school. Some of y'all that's older than me, or even younger than me, have heard this same lie. Oh, the Pilgrims and the Indians, they got along so well. They sat down and they feasted together. But when you study, you see way more than that, don't you? Because as soon as the feast was over, the slaughter, the murder came. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you facts. So you can keep lying to the children, especially in these public schools, about this day. But if they never know the truth, if none of us would ever come into the knowledge of truth, that's a sad way to walk around and live this life. Most people going to say, well, JT, you lying, man. Why would you already say I'm lying and you won't even study to go check to see if I'm lying? The public schools are feeding mess to your child and have been feeding mess for so long. And if you don't tell the truth in your home, don't expect the public schools to tell your child the truth. Oh, I think the most people now is going on homeschool. I wonder how many Christians know this truth I'm saying in this video. Would even go check it out. They stole from the natives. They murdered them cold-blooded and turned around and said, thank you, God, for the land. And now we sitting up talking about Happy Thanksgiving. You make sure you bring this. I bring the burger. I carve the turkey. See, I'm thankful every day. And you know, this wasn't even an annual holiday. Let me talk about some of the presidents. This wasn't even an annual holiday until President Lincoln made it one. I think it was around about 1863. And then the FDR changed it in 1939 as a way to help the economy recover. Because what was that? Great Depression. After the Great Depression. Thanksgiving is only commercialized the way it is because of, then look at what, Black Friday. And what is Black Friday? a way for the economy to really, all the stores are really going to make that money now, because there's going to be so many people running out because, oh man, they got a deal on this. They got a 50-inch flat screen going for $150. I'm going to be at the store asleep that whole night so I can get in line early. Y'all see how all this tie in together, and most of us can't even see it. Man, the hell with Black Friday. The hell with all these holidays, man. Because it's these lies that's what's keeping folk so confused, and most of them really, when you break it down, it's just serving Satan. It's demonic. Just say amen, or get mad and just go ahead and cut the video off. I love you anyway. So I can't get on here and feed lies, y'all. I call it Broke Friday. If you look at most holidays, they're based off of tragedy. And mark my word, somebody will die on Black Friday. Because last year or the year before, somebody always died. Somebody got beat to death. Somebody got cut somebody off in line because that person that was waiting out there all night, somebody decided to cut them off, so violence broke out. Somebody get beat to death, but you don't hear that on the news, do you? Somebody gets shot. Somebody do something evil. And then you walking out the store with your brand new merchandise, and somebody sitting in the parking lot because they know you out there ready to rob you. Just like they robbed the Indians. Do you know truth? The true history, you don't even want to hear it because it's so violent. That's why in the public school, they feed you those lies. They wouldn't dare tell the children what really happened. And you can't try to keep fitting all this old paganized stuff in with the Most High and calling it holy, because the Most High had nothing to do with that slaughter, that murder, that wickedness. You got to be set apart. The truth shall make you free, but most don't even want to hear the truth and don't even want to be set free. I think about delusions, because there's so many people being turned over to strong delusions, like the Bible told us, to believe lies. That's why they can't let go of the lies. Y'all, you ever notice that pretty much the holidays, all of them are based off of some kind of pagan practice that you can trace back from a long time ago? And when you look at it and really do the studying, you're going to see killing, raping, violence, sexual acts, so on and so on. And then they try to change the name. This is what the Christians want to do. They want to try to change the names and stuff to make it seem holy and make it fit. But it don't work like that. I don't care what you flip it around to and change it. It's still the same thing. This was a time of torture for the natives. What do you think these native people were? Of what race? I'm going to mess with some of the black people. See, I'm really messing with you now. What do you think these native people were? Of what race? I'm messing with everybody when I say that, because I want to see who's been studying. Who knows? Why do you think these things happen? Most people associate this Thanksgiving with happy pilgrims and Indians once again sitting down having a big feast. And they leave it at that and cut the truth off. That's what they feature in the public school. But see, I'm going to this now, what I'm about to say now, and as I try to close this video out, it ain't going to make you feel too good. And once again, my prayers are with the ones who was mourning, who are mourning. But when you study, when you go back to studying and look at in Connecticut, look at the year of 1637, near President's Day, you had over 800 men, women, and their children of the Pequot or Pequot tribe, however you want to pronounce it, who gathered for that festival, which is what you call Thanksgiving celebration. And in the pre-dawn hours, when they would sleep, the sleeping Indians, they all were surrounded by English and Dutch what? Mercenaries. And they told them all to come outside. And you know what they did when they came outside, y'all? They shot them up. I'm talking about what you call Thanksgiving. They shot them up. They clubbed them to death. They beat them to death. The women was terrified. They raped the women. And the children who was still inside the house, they was buried alive. And you know what happened the next day? I'm talking about what's real. The very next day, the governor of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, he declared a day of Thanksgiving. All those unarmed men, children, women, who hadn't done nothing to nobody, murdered. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Women and children over 14 were sold into slavery, y'all, while the rest of them murdered. They loaded up boats, probably had about 500 slaves or more. They left the ports of New England. They chopped off the heads of them, y'all, and kicked them down the street and laughed about it, kicking them like they some kind of soccer ball. I mourn with them. I pray for them. See, black folks, I'm trying to wake us up, because we always want to talk about Black History Month. We always want to walk around there talking about like we the only ones that have never been through something. Like we owe this and we owe that. Let me tell you something. You ain't the only one that struggled. You ain't the only one that was murdered. There's more to this life. There's more to these stories. But if you never come into the truth, you won't understand what I'm saying in this video. I mourn with them. I won't forget what they done to them. I pray for them. See, a turkey won't do them no good. Dressing won't do them no good. It's a time of mourning for them. Their families were slaughtered while you get to sit down with your family. So you got to realize why they hate this day. And real talk, as a child of God, you should hate this day instead of celebrating it. But you're going to celebrate it anyway. And back then, the murder, it wasn't just no Thanksgiving Day. It was murder so much. They were celebrating it so bad that let me say it like this. The murder was so bad that George Washington finally suggested that it should be only one day of Thanksgiving per year. Let that be set aside of celebrating each year instead of every massacre. They were celebrating every time they chopped somebody's head off and killed them, murdered them. They celebrated more then. And we still talking about Happy Thanksgiving. And then look at Lincoln. Oh, this is just flowing through me. It's so easy for me to just say this because I've been studying this stuff for years. Abraham Lincoln, what did he do? He decreed Thanksgiving Day to be a legal national holiday back during the Civil War. Do we study? So what's been put in play long time ago is why folks still celebrate it to this day, but they never go back and do the studying. They don't study and understand true history. As I close this video, I want you to think about this before you slice that turkey, before you cut the game on, before you throw the birds and the liquor around the table, before you get the sweet potato pie and everything. I want you to think about this while you're eating at the table and giving thanks. Do this for me because I don't ask for much. I want you to think about those people that all they wanted to do was live their lives. They wanted to have a normal life. They wanted to raise their children just like you doing. They wanted to spend time with their family. They wanted to just relax and chill and do what you're doing right now, but they never got a chance to. They wanted to give thanks. But look at what happened to them. The rape, the murder, the torture, the evilness. Some of them never got a chance. Now, Would you tell all of this, what I just said to you, to your child? Would you tell them this truth? Or would you tell them it was the Pilgrims and hey, they sat down and enjoyed and they had a big old feast and baby, that's all you need to know? I'm going to go a little bit further. Would you tell a grown person what I just said? May the Most High bless you and keep you, like P.P. Drawing say. I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing off because I done said too much. I don't know if most people can handle what I just said. Keep me lifted up in prayer as I keep you lifted up. Remember, learn from yesterday. Live for today as we hope and pray for tomorrow. Peace.